Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner box at 24. How's everyone doing today? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is great. God is good. And I definitely can't complain. So, we zooming in on Jaron Boots Ennis versus Eimantas Stanionis, April 12th, Boardwalk, Atlantic City. And as we're moving in and moving closer to the fight, you know, of course, all the haters and the clowns want to show out and they want to show up and they got so much to say. Now, one person in particular, a boxer, and his father, clown team, you know, and it's unfortunate because Brian Norman Jr. really ain't that bad, but it's really his father. And then he kind of started following suit now. He used to be a little more quiet and reserved, and his father do all the talking, and he didn't really talk too much. But now seems like his father's amping him up to talk a little bit more. And I'm talking about, you know, just craziness, right? So you just fought 2 weeks ago, right? Cuevas, somebody that we didn't know about, a puncher, but again, who has been in there in the ring with who? Nobody that we know, right? And you beat him. And even before the fight, you've been talking about Boots and, you know, how you want to fight him and what you're going to do. And your father saying, you know, he better not lose that fight to Stanionis. We're coming for him. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But now, since you beat Cuevas and you stopped him in the third round, again, this is somebody we don't know about. Somebody you could see his skill set is average. Wasn't no great fighter, not even good. But you did what you had to do. You got him out of there. But we saw you getting tagged with some shots by a fighter that's not that good and pretty slow. And you was getting hit with some shots. So we know your defense is definitely not up to par. But you saying you want to fight Boots. And you got no defense. So we know that's a massacre for you, right? But Brian Norman Sr., I mean, come on, man. You need to stop, bro. You're putting your son in the position trying to cash a check that he's not going to be able to produce on. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to be able to cash that check, man. It's going to come back insufficient because Boots is going to rob you. He's going to take everything from you. That's going to be a massacre. It's going to be a beatdown until he stopped you, Brian Norman Jr. Let's just keep it real. I mean, you got heart and you come to fight and you got a big punch. But it means nothing, man, against a fighter like Boots who got skill and a big punch. So now all you are saying that Brian Norman Jr., and I'm hearing some of y'all, in particular, some trainers making comments, Brian Norman Jr. now, he's the biggest hitter at welterweight. You know who you are. I ain't even got to say your name. Okay. He could be. But like any sport, if you want to win, and you want longevity, you got to have defense. That's in basketball, that's in football, right? Boxing, number one, defense. So he could be big, he could be a bigger hitter than anybody, right? Even Boots, but that's not going to carry him over to the next side, to the next level. See, Boots got defense too. And Boots doesn't even have to do some of the things that he does. He could beat most dudes just off the jab and the right hand. He don't even have to engage. He could fight inside and outside. And sometimes when you're fighting inside, when you're aggressive like that, yeah, you're going to get hit with a few shots. And maybe he gets hit with a few shots more than he needs to be hit with. However, he's taking them and he's laying dudes out. You know what I'm saying? And he's winning the fight. Just like Abdullah Mason, he had 2 knockdowns. 2 fights before, right? 2 knockdowns by a fighter who he fought that had 21 knockouts. Like he said, he had 21 knockouts. So he's a puncher. But it was flash knock. He got right back up, and what did he do? He stopped him. So, listen, you're going to get hit with some shots, man. Okay? When you're taking chances and when you're trying to fight and when you're being aggressive. That's okay. But when you're just getting hit with shots over and over and over because of no defense at all, and you think you're just going to beat everybody because of a punch, it's not going to work. So again, Brian Norman Sr., man, you're doing a lot of talking. You're not going to be in the ring. It's going to be your son. He's going to be dealing with that heat. All right? and you know you don't want to fight him because now you're saying, first you said it was about money. Y'all turned down the fight already. You said it was an issue with the money, but y'all was offered more money than you ever made. I just don't get how if I only been making 100,000 and you offer me 5, that's damn near triple. That's triple. It is, damn near triple. That is triple what I ever made. But it was more than that compared to what Brian Norman been making. He was offered way more, triple, double, or double, triple, however you want to call it, and still didn't take it. He said it was about the money, right? But we know what it was. You really just didn't want to fight, but you was talking. So now you're saying that you can make more money fighting a Japanese fighter named Jin Sasaki, who's 19-0 with 17 knockouts, but he's also been knocked out himself. He got 1 loss, right? But you're saying now, Brian Norman Sr., that y'all could make more money fighting Jin Sasaki than fighting Boots. You know that's ridiculous. You going to Japan to fight? And who's going to put up the money for all of that? And this dude's not a superstar. He's not NUA. It's different. But that's another way for you to get out of the fight with Boots. So you'll take another fight and hope that Boots just go ahead and get Barrios, become unified, and then y'all take another fight, and then hopefully things get tied up to where you don't have to fight Boots, and then he say, you know what, the hell with it. I got 3 belts. Let me move up to 154. That's really what y'all want. That's really what y'all want, Brian Norman Sr. and Jr. But what you should be doing is just saying straight up, listen, our next fight, we want Boots. If he beats Stanionis, we know he's gonna beat him, but anything can happen in the fight, right? But we know he's gonna beat Stanionis. If he beats Stanionis, we want Boots. That's it. If you're not saying that, then don't say nothing. Stop talking about other fighters that are not even relevant, nondescript. Come on, man, just bringing fighters out of the woodwork that you want to fight. No, just say I want to fight Boots next, and let's keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, Boots is trying to get the straps. He wants those belts. He wants to be undisputed. Before you even was talked about in the welterweight division on any kind of level, Boots was trying to get Crawford and he was trying to get Spence. Okay, he was number 1 in the IBF. He was trying to get that fight with Spence. Okay, and things happened. He was trying to get that fight with Crawford, and things happened, and then Crawford moved up. So now he was given the belt. No, he didn't fight for the belt, but he didn't ask for it either. Same way you was given the belt, Brian Norman. Did you ask for it? You was given the belt. Okay, so now you got it. Now you got to defend it. Barrios has a belt. All right? So now Boots fights on the 12th. You get that belt from Stanionis. Let's see what happens, Brian Norman. Let's see what y'all say then. Come to the fight. Step in the ring and say, yo, man, I want to fight next no matter what. No matter what. I don't want to do nothing else but fight Boots. I don't care about what the purse is. Because if you really want it, because if you beat Boots, your purse is going to go up. And you're going to have another belt. So what's the problem? Look at the long term. But y'all not looking at that. Because at the end of the day, you really don't want to fight. And we know that. So I'm looking forward, man, to Boots next week's April 12th with Stanionis. You're going to beat Stanionis in great fashion, stop him somewhere in that fight in the mid to late rounds. And we're going to see what he do. All right? Barrios, Boots is coming for that belt. Be ready. You already know what time it is. Brian Norman, put up or shut up. Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.